This is the vCalc jeweler's calculator. It's one of the hundreds and hundreds of free calculators you'll find at vCalc.com. This particular calculator is useful to the jewelry industry, but also to consumers of jewels and jewelry and precious metals. So basically, it has three main sections. It has equations and information related to metals, precious metals, and alloys, carat weight estimations for gems, and then carat weight estimations for diamonds. So let's start with the metals. First thing, it goes out and gets the current spot price of gold, platinum, palladium, and silver within every 2 minutes. So you can click on the spot price and it will tell you gold at this moment is trading at $1,077.20 US. Same thing for platinum, palladium, and silver, but it also gives you some information on buy price. So this is what the jewelers typically do. If you go into a jeweler and you have some scrap precious metals from old jewelry, what they'll do is they'll weigh it. So say, for example, you have 12, and it could be troy ounces, but let's make it grams in this case. And then they use their testing equipment, chemicals to identify its purity. So let's say in this case, it is 22 karat gold. And that's what its spot price would be worth right now, refined. However, the jewelers typically have to pay a refiner, and this can range pretty widely based upon the complexity of the refined metal, but it could be as low as 5%, so we'll use that right now. And notice that the price drops a little bit here so that the jeweler is covering their 5% refinement fee. But then they will always want to make a profit. So let's assume the jeweler wants to make a 10% profit. Therefore, the price that they would be willing to pay to you for refined gold, covering the refinement costs and adding some profit for themselves, in this case would be $325.72. So that's also true for other alloys, so not just gold, but it has a similar calculation for silver, platinum, and palladium. In this case, it is based upon the percentage, not necessarily carat. So it would be percentage purity. So 24 karat would be 100% purity. Okay. Also, in this very powerful calculator, like I mentioned earlier, are gem-related calculations. And ideally, one of the key characteristics in assessing the value of a gem is its weight. Ideally, you would take the gem and just put it on a scale, but if the gem is in a setting, they would rather not try to take it out of the setting because they could potentially destroy the setting in the process. So what they do is they calculate the volume of the gem based upon its shape and its dimensions. So for example, if we'll take a pear-shaped gem, so we go up to pear shape right here, pear or teardrop, same formula. The first thing you do is you come in and you pick the gem, because this is what's used to look up the specific gravity. It tells you the density. So I'm going to pick blue topaz. And then I'm going to say my gem is 3, and we'll leave the units in millimeters. But again, I could change that if I wanted to, but millimeters by 2 millimeters wide. And we'll say it's 2.8 millimeters deep. And if there's a bulge, I can put that in it. And it will basically tell me that it's 0.1 and some change carats. Again, we can also calculate it in grams, etc. But carats is the standard units used for gems. So again, they have it for the different shapes, for the different gems, and it covers a large variety there. It also has down here some comparison of this tool to some industry standard software that's out there. vCalc compared to it very, very well. And we also had a certified gemologist come in and review this. So it's a very powerful tool. And again, it's free. It's good for the jewelers in the jeweler industry, but it's also good for the consumers who can know more about what they're buying. All right. Thank you very much.